Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And some space here. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
89 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was,
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 158 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. So get
touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good.
Well, this winds up an empty possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Now this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 5. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing. Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field of their advantage as they cash in for 6.
After review the play, the run on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike, 53.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check butt set. Check butt set.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped, but that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, one last shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.